You know that I use my life experiences to come up with topics for the show, or some of your experiences. If you reach out and give me permission, I will discuss. So I've had some changes in my life, and I won't go into too much detail. Those of you that know me know what's going on, but I've had to take a step back and do some more healing on myself, which is my jam, right? Like, I am so into doing work on body, mind, soul, and also just understanding the psychology behind everything and everyone. I'm such a nerd that way. I really am. I have to know why everyone is thinking what they're thinking, why they're acting the way they're acting. Like, I have to dissect it and analyze it. I'm the biggest nerd that way. So one thing that I wanted to revisit that I've discussed a lot, I mean, this is why I started my podcast, was trying to help people, which I coach as well, through navigating divorce, breakup, and separation, and just big changes in life like that. And I tend to be amazing at helping others get through this shit, but when it comes to myself, I have the hardest time getting back on track and really focusing on the tools that I need to implement into my life at the time to help me out. So isn't that how it goes though? Like, mechanics' cars are always broken down, but they can fix everyone else's. I don't know. So this week I want to kind of touch on the topic of breakup, divorce, and separation again. And some of the ways that we can navigate this. We are hitting a very hard time of year. We've got gloomy weather. So for those of us that suffer from seasonal depression, we've got the holidays coming up. Holidays are very stressful, whether it be due to family issues, money issues, whatever. Always busy, running. I hate Christmas. I do. I love it. I love to be with my family, but I hate that there's so much focus on spending money and gifts that we forget that it's about family and whatever you want it to be about. For me, it's about family and spending time with those that you love and showing gratitude. So I get that it's a hard time of year. I have been going through it. Oh, I can't wait for this year to be over, you guys. I can't. I have had the fucking year from hell. And I don't even know a better way to say that. I don't. So it's getting better, much better. And I'm seeing big lights at the end of the tunnel. But it's been insane. I will say it's been like 11 years since I've had a year like this. So apparently the universe was like, oh yeah, you want to level up? Boom, here you go. Let's throw some shit at you and see how you dodge it. I've been doing my best. One way that I have made it through all of this, besides my family and friends that I'm close to and love that have been supportive to me, is being mindful, getting in the mind but out of the mind. Ooh, deep, isn't it? It doesn't make sense to you maybe. And that will help you navigate a lot of shit in life. Just discovering mindfulness and how to sit and be present with this instead of this. For those of you listening, be present within, with the body, instead of the external situation. That is not easy. We are so focused and driven on what's going on around us, who's saying what, where we're at in life, who are we impressing, what's going on there, that we forget that we are these energetic soul beings living this human experience. Okay, I fully believe that we can have anything we want in life. If we just focus on that, we can manifest that. We also manifest the shit. We also, once we set that intention that, okay, I want things to change, the universe is going to say, okay, are you ready? Because I'm going to flip your shit around. Things are going to change and you're going to have to rebuild. And that's where I'm at. I'm rebuilding. Call me Bob the Builder. Just kidding, don't. Bob the Builder fixes things and I'm done fixing people. Let's leave it in. You're welcome. So some of the ways that you can be mindful is really bringing the emotion, the present, the everything just to your heart. Just really sitting with yourself. Meditating, of course, quieting the mind. For those of you that meditate, you understand. For those of you that don't, try it out. Just sitting with yourself and quieting the mind to where you're focusing on this, on what's going on to the core. You will find that you get emotional sometimes. I do it all the time. You can go on YouTube and find some meditations that are guided, and they can help guide you through that and breathe on your own. I kind of like those. The music and the speaking helps me be present with me and get out of my own head. Make sure you set aside time every day to be present within. Whether it be, you can work out, go to the gym, go for a walk, just be present. Even eating your favorite foods can help you be present with just enjoying what's going on in the present moment. And observe that moment. You know, when I go up to my canyon, my Zen, I am very present with me, my thoughts, the music I'm listening to, but also nature. I will get out, take off my shoes, ground myself, and I'm just listening to the birds sing and the wind blow and the leaves blowing, and I'm looking at the sights around me. That really grounds me and keeps me present in the moment. Also, show some gratitude. There's so much joy and so many blessings in just having gratitude for where you're at in life, whether it be the good, the bad, the ugly, the great, whatever it is, there's gratitude to be found. I know that it's really hard when you're going through a divorce and breakup and you just feel like, one, your heart is hurting. You feel like your dreams for future are crushed if you thought you had a future with that person. You're now missing the good morning texts, the good night texts, the phone calls, the dates. You are missing a piece of you that maybe at one point you felt whole, and now that piece is gone. So it may be hard to find the gratitude in that, right? For me, again, I try to remember, sweet, this is a clean slate. This is a new beginning. This is a time for me to create and manifest exactly what I'm seeking. I will discuss more of this as this week goes on, but I will take little pieces of greatness from each one of those relationships and men and hold on to those. This is what I loved about him. This is what I loved about us. This is what I loved about the relationship. And this is what I would like to have in the future. And then I kind of try to push away all the bad. Do I have to process it? Yeah. I did some processing last week. But I still have to hold on to what are those things that brought me joy. And there's learning, like I've discussed many times on my show, there is learning in the journey. There's so much to gain from the hardships of divorce and breakup. I know it's hard right now. I know it's painful. I know you feel like your life is over. I hope not, but it feels like that sometimes. I remember going through my divorce 15 years ago and the sick gut feeling that I had every day because there were so many unknowns. Life was just changing as I knew it. You know, how am I going to do this? I've got 3 boys. How am I going to be alone? I've never been alone. I had that masculine that always made sure there was gas in the car. I had roses every week on the kitchen table. He did all of the stuff around the house. He did the maintenance on my vehicle. I was like, and he made more money than me. So he was a provider. And I was like, sweet, I get to step into my masculine and be my feminine and do all of this. And I've never done it before. What the fuck am I going to do? It was scary. Obviously, I made it and I learned a lot from it, but I probably navigated it totally wrong. So it took a lot longer. No, not probably. I did. Took a lot longer than it should have or could have. So I understand the pain. I understand that it's so scary. I understand the fight or flight. I understand that you are so lost in this world. Like, where do I belong? And then there's the other side, the side that I love, because hello, I'm Christine. I love attention. Tell me I'm pretty. I love to be loved. I love to flirt. There were a lot of boys, men, no, and boys. We'll say boys because they were in their 20s, but there was a lot of attention. Be careful with that. And we'll discuss this more throughout the week. But one thing that I want you to practice today, as you're listening to this, if you're going through this, even if you're not, there's shit in life where you're going to need to be in your mind and be mindful. Take some time, set some time aside to just be with. Again, whether it's working out, listening to your favorite music, meditating, anything that you enjoy, quiet the mind and just be present. Really feel, where is my heart at? Where is my mind at? Where is my body? Where is my soul? Where would I like to be? And that's where it starts. Really just let that anxiety go, breathe it out, breathe slowly, and be with you. And I promise if you start practicing this every day, it will become easier and it will also become like a habit. Okay, I'm feeling it again. I've got this. I can feel the fight or flight coming on. I can feel the anxiety. I can feel the depression. And guys, I'm not speaking about this because I have perfected it. I'm speaking about this because I'm working on it. Okay, this is not something that I am perfect at. My mother would tell you right now that I have been a complete basket case in the last little bit. Like, I feel so bad for her because she's had to listen to me, but I've had a lot going on in this last year, but I practice it and I'm getting back into it. And one thing that I can say is once you get this down, once you are able to be mindful and you're just be within and feel the feels and release, don't stop doing it. Even when life is going great, everything's fine, still continue this because again, it'll be a habit. And then you'll find that you will not be having such a hard time when stuff falls apart again. So let's start there. Let's start with mindfulness for today and not focusing on what we just left behind or just left us, but where we are in the present moment and think about, okay, where am I with my mind? How safe am I? How well am I doing? And focus on just being within and just letting those thoughts go. Hopefully this works. It works for me. So I would love to hear your feedback as usual. Thank you again for joining me. I hope you all have the most amazing day. Lots of love. Bye.